All right, what else y'all got? Kel's got 30. 30 of them things. And when you come out as an 80-year-old, you got to go to counseling.
No. He still got other charges in other states. Pending.
I'm talking about what this court said.
I doubt if they give him more time. Probably don't want to concurrent. But
30.
Do we have any takes?
Not really. Not really.
Good ratings. That's mine.
Damn.
I don't. Like again, there's no Kells in my laptop, phone. I don't listen to him anymore. Good. Like I have a daughter, so I stand a little differently. Sorry. I don't feel. I saw people saying, "Oh, he didn't kill nobody though. That's too long." I saw people saying, "Yeah, but what about the parents and what about the other people that were complacent in this?" Yeah, get them too.
They should get them too.
But still get him.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Good point.
I think they all should be. I think that manager from when we watched that Surviving R. Kelly, the I forget his manager's name. He definitely should be next. He should have been standing right there with him, getting sentenced as well. I am in agreement, but still, yes. They was trying to get what his defense was asking for 10 years or something, and trying to put it on the fact that he was traumatized in his youth. And fam, you've done this for 30 years, bragged about it. I didn't forget that toast on the boat with his people, where he's like, "Oh, they coming now, baby. They too late. They should have did this 10 years ago." Like that's what stands out to me more than anything. Like,
they didn't forget it either.
My nigga, you knew.
He should have been in.
Yeah, like oh, nah, it's too late now. No, it ain't. No. We got you. And they're gonna tear his ass up in them other ones too. That's my take. What y'all think?
Touchy situation.
Pun intended.
No, actually no. Bad choice of words. I mean, it's fitting. It's fitting. The sentence, the 30 years is fitting. I think that you couldn't really ask for much more than that. You agree? Like I don't see the
Seems right to me.
Yeah, I don't see the charges being life worthy, but 30 years I think is fitting. Like you were knowingly and willingly having sex with kids, my nigga. Like
for about 30 years, not for
like
nothing.
I don't think that's I don't even. This is a no-brainer to me.
Yeah. Disagree?
No. Y'all are right.
Any take?
He was acting crazy for a long time. I think there's a lot of people complicit in that. That's not just him. And I think we should have the same level of outrage and all of these other things concerning all of the people that this country has statues of.
Sure.
That's what I think.
I agree with that.
So it's tough for me to. So it's tough for me. Yes, you're right.
I ain't want to push
and
it.
I'm with you. I'm with you. Like I don't want that to get misconstrued or distorted in what I'm saying.
It's an and, not a but.
Yes.
And
yes,
yes,
it
it's
is
not.
an and.
Yeah.
I ain't want to go there because I ain't want to.
I mean, it's just a fact.
Serious us out.
It's a fact.
I agree. It's a lot of other motherfuckers.
And I don't want to.
I
don't want to conflate issues. But I mean, if I was telling you that my brain didn't go there, I would be lying. Like, I don't see white people speaking out and saying hang they people, good riddance to they people, knowing good and goddamn well about the history. But y'all say I'm the raciest dude here, so I don't want to make it racy. And it's not racy. Yes. Take him.
Now get the other ones too.
Under the court. But let's have the same. But it's not get the other ones.
Have
It's
the same
as a society.
yeah.
Let's have the same outlook across the board. That's all. That's all.
I'm with you there.
Just for sex offenders in general, like it's almost like a sliding scale. Like I believe that if you rape somebody, whether they was 13 or whether they was 300, you are a piece of shit. And you deserve whatever you got coming to you. Now, I'm definitely gonna think you a bigger piece of shit when you start fucking with the kids.
No doubt.
But I just see society, like Joe said, I just see society pick and choose the outrage.
Well,
You know what I'm saying? Like, again, I told y'all 2 weeks ago, a boy in New York got convicted of raping 5 girls that was underage. He got 8 years probation. Like, that's crazy to me, my nigga. Like, I just, you know what I'm saying? We do pick and choose when I don't know, you know.
Hey.
And a lot of people know what's going on, and for $1 they turn their heads, and I just think that a lot of other motherfuckers should be sitting up there, maybe not getting 30 years, but a good 7, a good 5, some powers should have been spread out across the board.
Hey, look, we just watched what's her name, Ghislaine Maxwell.
Yeah.
Got 20.
Got 20, but there was no outrage about the clients that she knew. You get what I'm saying? Like, so I'm with y'all there. Like, there's
I don't hear white people saying there's a movie about Elvis. I don't hear white people saying let's erase Elvis shit out our computer. Who's the other one? Jerry Lee Lewis?
Oh, the other one.
I know. The other 50, 60, 70. I know.
The fucking shoebox full of them niggas. I just think.
But I don't want people to hear what I'm saying and think
that
that
he's
I think
exonerated.
leniency
No,
should
no.
be shown to R. Kelly. I do not. I don't. You want my real opinion? I think he's gonna kill himself.
I think so too.
That's what I think is gonna happen. I don't wish that. But the reports came out that they pissed on him as soon as he got there, beat him to a bloody pulp. They got him on suicide watch, all types of wild shit. So
I ain't even hear that.
this is after the sentencing.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Oh, okay.
After sentence.
after,
They put him in Gen Pop.
wherever they put him,
It's gonna be a long day.
It's gonna be a long road for him. It's gonna be a long road.
and I don't wish to see R. Kelly self-transition. I don't. But that should be tough. That's a tough adjustment from being from I Believe I Could Fly. And You Are Not Alone.
The nigga been rich for a long time. To go from having filet mignon and just all the eccentric things of life
Yeah.
to being stuck in that little ass cell and you can't get nothing.
That's
know
the
what
other
they're-
thing. You say that, I don't know, Ish.
Why? Dog.
R. Kelly ran out of money too fast for me.
No, they held his money up. Then they tie his money up.
I don't know what happened.
Yeah, they was.
He
holding
got
his-
broke fast.
Nah, they was holding his estate
For
up.
his catalog.
His lawyers was tearing his ass up, shit like that.
And I don't think it should have been no lawyer fee in the world to run him
Definitely
dry
ran him
as
out of-
fast as they did. Is all I'm saying. For his
I
catalog.
think. Yeah, I remember when they were saying he was broke.
Am I off?
No,
you're not.
You're right. You're right.
I
He
remember
sold a lot
this.
of fucking records.
But it's the music business.
Yeah.
He got a top 10 catalog all time. Something happened
It's
somewhere.
arguable, but yeah, he up there.
Maybe somebody did some bullshit.
No,
You
nigga,
know?
maybe his contracts was bullshit. And I think they held his fund. They did something like they stopped his proceeds or something. I don't want to quote
Until
it,
we
but
could fact
yeah,
check
yeah.
it.
Yeah, you're right.
But that's that, man.
But yo, again, he still had a pretty good standard of living.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You had a pretty good standard of living. So to go from that
To that
to
box.
living in a box show is
You had freedom. You know what I'm saying? You had the ability to come and go. Just
See, you know what the
sometimes
young
that
kid, you know the great part about the young kids out there, not to age us out, but the great part about the young kids sometimes is y'all don't know the fall from grace.
true. True. So if you go from living in the projects to living in the jail cell, it's still a fall. But when you go from having a 40, 50, 60 room house and flying on private jets and millions and traveling the world and seeing the best waterfalls and sunsets and oceans to living in a dirty ass box with niggas done tattooed on the walls, that is some other shit. B.
all they know is the fall part.
Yeah.
Like TP2 came out what, 01? Yeah, it had to be 01.
Somewhere in there.
TP2 was it was 2000. Just so we have our years right. Shit.
Yo, I just think
Do do doom. You remember taking that plastic? Do do doom doom do do. Hit it hard from the back. What? We deleting
Classics.
God damn.
I got a few
Damn
classics.
it! Damn it! Damn it! Damn it!
Nigga, I remember that.
And again,
Yeah,
I'm not,
but shorty
like, I saw
that-
people saying, "Yo, I'm still listening to R. Kelly. I don't care what y'all say." I saw, look, I'm not telling you to do none of that. I don't care.
That's where the nuance comes in for you
Yeah.
because I don't think he owns none of that shit. Like it's not helping or supporting R. Kelly personally to play his music. Some people say when I play his music, I get in the mind of him, who are you writing these songs about, the things you were doing, so I can't hear it. I totally understand that and respect that.
That's what
I totally understand
creeps me
that
out.
and respect that.
I can't really enjoy it.
Like certain shit, just certain lines. Even he got records. It seem like you're ready.
No, the psycho.
My mind telling me no, my body's telling me yes.
Shit
like
is the nigga
you listen,
called
it's like
himself the
I
Pied
can't
Piper.
listen to this. Yeah,
That's the real weirdo shit. He called himself the Pied Piper. And if you know the story of the Pied Piper, that's some sicko shit.
that's sick.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, he's a sicko.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's some sicko shit when you calling yourself the Pied Piper. That is crazy to me. But that nigga's a genius, bro. So,
It gets tricky, and I won't turn into Mr. Trickster.
yeah. Like
I mean, we all have heard
can talk about this
we
story.
heard stories about James Brown, the most sampled man in all of hip hop.
really?
If you roll with that and you take James Brown away, a lot of hip hop records is going with it.
Yeah.
I've heard stories about Rick James. I have. I've heard stories about. I could go on and on and on. I'm not comparing. They're gonna cancel me for some shit.
I think it's a little. You know what else I think it is, Joe? I think it's a little different because, like you said, you've heard stories. This one kind of is a little like
You saw a video.
You saw it. You saw it. You watched it like a movie.
Yeah, like
the whole
this
thing.
was a little different
From Aaliyah.
You know,
Yeah.
So,
them niggas
so
was
people
talking-
like it was one thing hearing some shit that happened years before. You know what I'm saying? That's a little different.
About somebody in the 70s having
Right,
somebody in
right.
the back of a Cadillac.
No, but he's kind of speaking of what I'm saying, and you're right. But in the 70s, they knew. In the 60s, they knew. If you alive, you still know.
Nigga, in the 80s and the 90s, in the 210s and the 220s, they knew until it hits the mainstream media, and then everybody. Dog, they told the story about the nigga. They said they was on the tour bus, and somehow the bus door came open, and they looked in the door, and he was just getting it in. Niggas just shut the door, act like there ain't nothing going on.
Fam,
Like,
the manager used to say he would go to the high school and ask younger, y'all want to go hang out with R, and pick him up. The manager said this out of his own mouth.
and so to I know
That's why I was like,
I know a bunch of New Jersey athletes and entertainers that was doing
the same
They
shit.
was combing the high schools, bro. I know a bunch of them that was combing the high schools. I mean,
Did you call the police?
I did not.
Get out of here.
Yeah, stop playing, man.
I'm never listening to your album again.
I'm never buying this
Nah,
from
dog, that was normal. Like, yo, that's what we had to compete with at 18. You competing with boxers and musicians and rappers. Like, yo, get your old ass out of here. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit is crazy. I'm sure it's not normal. I mean, exclusive to us.
It's not.
It's not.
The young lady that spoke though at the hearing. I mean, if you needed to hear more for some strange reason,
It was a rap.
that was enough.
It was a rap.
And the things that she shared. And she said this victory was for her and all of the victims. She said, I've been waiting my whole life for this. Make sure he can never do this again. This was not for me. This is for... Yeah, she went in. She went in.
New Joe Budden.